Blessed full moon, everyone. Tonight is the final full moon of 2023, the full moon in Cancer. Cancer is the cardinal water sign, and this energy may feel like a stark contrast coming right on the heels of an expansive, adventurous, and convivial Sagittarius season, and before we have really had time to ground ourselves in Capricorn season, which started this past Thursday. Cancer is the mama of the zodiac, and this energy calls us to nurture ourselves, and its tenderness brings with it a greater awareness of our own feelings, connection to our emotions, and ability to feel our hearts. The focus during this full moon will likely be on matters of the home and family, whatever that means to you, particularly with its positioning in the holiday season. But as the full moon is about our internal worlds, the Cancer full moon is asking you to understand your external world as a reflection of your internal self. What does the current state of your home and family life tell you about you? And how does it make you feel? The good, the bad, and the ugly. This is all an insight to you. Water is the element that governs emotions, and chances are high that this full moon window will bring you in touch with your emotions in a more acute way than you may be accustomed to. You may feel melancholy, grief, sadness, or even irritation, anger, or rage, or all of the above, because anything you have been avoiding feeling, this full moon is going to illuminate. You may know the source of these emotions, or you may not. Either way, my advice to you is surrender. Let it flow. Resist the temptation to do instead of be, to distract instead of feel. Our culture praises stoicism and scorns emotional expression, painting feelings as weak. But this does us a massive disservice and ignores the fundamental truth that it takes much greater strength to feel than to avoid. Water will always find a way to move. Trying to trap it and keep it still and bottled up is nothing but a recipe for eventual explosion. And the more rigid we are, the more pressure we apply to the system, the more damaging the explosion will be when the emotion is finally released. We may keep it buried for days, months, even years, but eventually something will trigger it and out it will come, often with devastating effects. So the Cancer full moon is here to remind us that one of the most important ways you can care for yourself and for those you love is to allow yourself to feel, even if those feelings don't feel very good. I strongly advise everyone to have at least one solid cry this full moon. Let the water carry your emotion out of your heart. Allow yourself to let go. The energy of the full moon will support you. And remember, the hardest phase of healing and growth is the phase when we no longer engage in whatever it is that numbs us, distracts us, or allows us to trick ourselves into feeling like that hole is filled, but we have not yet filled the hole. Indeed, rather than a sign of weakness, it takes the greatest strength to allow ourselves to truly feel. Honor yourself as you sit in that space. Be gentle with yourself and others. Give yourself extra self-care and let Mama Cancer call you to the sacred process of being an accepting witness to your heart. If you are feeling the need for extra support this full moon, please join us for our Hermetic Full Moon Ceremony and Tree Caroling at Treaty Oak tomorrow, Wednesday, December 27th at 6 p.m. The holiday season often pushes hyperactivity during a season of energetic stillness, and whether this has left you feeling depleted or hyper-energized, this is the perfect opportunity to nurture yourself, fill yourself with light, and bring yourself back into balance at this time. We look forward to seeing you. Blessings be.